Tunisia's domestic grain production has slumped following the successful years of depressed rainfall, which experts warned could threaten food security. Authorities in the north to import 95% of the country's grain amid concerns of availability of produce following disruption of the Ukraine conflict. Economic watchers explain that the financial crisis in Tunisia have exacerbated shortages of imported cereals and goods. Here's more details of that in this report.
Ayman Shawaji, the president of the local union the cereals producer, 4 successive years of drought and unseasonal heat have devastated crops in the country.
We cannot talk about the harvest this season. We would rather catastrophic production of cereals. Crops will hit the lowest level in decades. Less than 1/3 of agricultural lands will be harvested with a very low yield. Drought and
the lack of flour in semolina has led to a bread crisis throughout, simply struggling to obtain sample. The union shortage at bakeries is a situation in the state.
All bakeries are running out of flour and semolina. We are forced to ration bread. Bakeries have closed their doors. This situation must intervene to solve this problem.
The government has been trying to. It has sufficient stocks, availability of bread amid growing complaints from consumers, and a recent visit to the grain office, Tunisia's head of state warned that the shortage of bread products is a red line.
The problem of bread shortage should come in hours. It is no longer a question of talking about subsidized and unsubsidized bread. Bread must be made.
Economic observers explain that the current economic and financial crisis in Tunisia has shortages of imported and
sugar, cereals, vegetable oil, tea, coffee, and other subsidized goods are not available in Tunisia because international to get paid before merchandise, while the country does not have enough resources to pay for imported food. The water crisis is only the tip of the iceberg.
The average grain harvest over the past decade has been 1.4 million tons in Tunisia. Authorities say this year's harvest is likely to plunge to about 250,000 tons of grain. The Union of Agriculture and of the Natural Disaster Fund for tens of thousands of farmers in Tunisia. Union leaders say authorities need to import 1.2 million tons of soft wheat of durum wheat to ensure food security.